Now, let us try to integrate both synchronous and asynchronous learning into our classroom. And this is actually called Bi-chronous learning. Bi-chronous online learning is the blending of both synchronous and asynchronous online learning. This is the type of online learning where students can participate in any time and in anywhere during the asynchronous parts of the course, but then participate in real-time activities for the synchronous sessions. The amount of the online learning blend varies from the course and the activities included in the course. In an article posted by Educos, the figure provides a conceptual understanding for Bi-chronous online learning. It is conceived, as stated, that online learning as a continuum between synchronous and asynchronous online learning, and it placed that Bi-chronous online learning between these two extremes to illustrate that many existing online courses already embrace aspects from both domains. And this is our challenge on how to make sure that student engagement or learner to learner engagement will be present during the Bi-chronous time. For us to fully understand Bi-chronous learning, let us try to revisit again and backtrack a little and list down the different advantages and limitations of the first two types of online learning, the asynchronous and synchronous learning. As we all know, for fully asynchronous, students can learn at their own pace and it may produce no scheduling conflict. However, the limitations are it has delayed time, it lacks immediate feedback, and it is said to be low level of participation if not well prepared. Second, on fully synchronous. Advantages include there is immediate feedback, it enhances interaction, it has audio and visual communication, it has increased accountability, and there is an opportunity to structure the time and students are stay motivated. Among the limitations include scheduling conflict, access to internet and computer at specific times, possibility of technical issues, and discussions being too fast. In this time, let me share with you what is Bi-chronous or the advantages and the limitations of Bi-chronous learning. For the advantages, both learn at own pace as well as immediate feedback and interaction are available. There is opportunity for audio visual communication. However, two limitations are encountered. One is scheduling conflict, and there is always a possibility of technical issues. That is why we teachers, we have to make sure to provide technical support, a real-time, round-the-clock technical support, not necessarily live, not necessarily real-time feedback, but at least a guidelines or a print materials where students can go to when there is a possible technical issue. Now let me share with you specific Bi-chronous teaching activity to ensure learner-to-learner engagement. First, decide on the percentage distribution of the communication synchrony in your institution. Is it 50-50, 50% synchronous, 50% asynchronous, or less synchronous and more asynchronous, or the other way around, and so on and so forth? Make sure to indicate this in your syllabus. In our own institution, we have a very general description of our online communication synchrony. It is because we offer full online distance teaching from kindergarten, elementary, junior high, senior high, college, and the graduate level. Each of these has its different percentage of communication synchrony. Second, decide also on the percentage distribution of the communication synchrony of your own virtual classroom. And again, make sure to indicate this in your syllabus. Like in my case, I have 8 most essential topics in my online distance learning. Each of the topic is assigned 2 weeks. The first week is designed for either asynchronous and the remaining week is designed for synchronous learning. Third, provide a platform where students in group can virtually meet and discuss with each other so that they can brainstorm, they can plan, and they can list specific activities on how to achieve or perform the performance task or assignment given to them. Fourth, provide online forums and discussions using collaboration and social media tools. And I guess you're familiar with this because in our virtual classroom, we have online forums and at the same time, we have live deepening sessions. And the live deepening session is actually based on the responses or comments from the online forum. Fifth, conduct oral presentations with screen sharing of pre-recorded material and breakout session for discussion. Say, for example, prepare for an oral presentation next week. Pre-record your presentation. Make sure that all members of the group has a topic to discuss. Prepare at least 3 questions for your classmates to discuss during the breakout session. In this activity, we are ensuring that students will be discussing to each other so that they can prepare and pre-record their presentation. And at the same time, students can also interact to the presentation immediately after the live session, which is or true during the breakout session. 6. Provide a group activity, then require them to record and then share the recording to the class. Just like in this example, find your group. Groupings is found at the lower right portion near the grade button. Go or enter to your respective video session room assignment. No transferring of group. Group A, Group AB, Group AC, and then they have to make sure that they are recording their discussion. Then they can perform their exercise, they can discuss, and they can demonstrate later. They can write their answers in one Google Doc, then they can submit the link in the submission page before a specific time. And of course, you have to make sure that there is processing of a group activity like this in real time. 7. Conduct rotational video session with asynchronous activities. This Bi-chronous teaching activity is very applicable, especially if we have many students in our class. Say, for example, I divided my class into 2 groups. For day 1, the first group will attend the live session. It is synchronous activity. And obviously, there is recording. So what about group 2? The group 2 will still have a synchronous activity via chat or via forum. But we have to take note that we have to assign a moderator of the chat. The moderator should be coming from the group 2. The role of the moderator is to keep track all responses and to keep track that the activity is going on. On day 2, group 2 will have asynchronous. They have to watch the recording of the session done together with group 1. And the group 2 will have a synchronous session and obviously to be recorded. What about group 1? Group 1 will have asynchronous and they have to read and view the chat room or the chat forum conducted during the day one together with the group two. So what will happen on the third day? On the third day, group one will preview the recordings with group two, and the group two will have to attend for the synchronous together with the group one in a live video session. Then the teacher or we have to process whatever learning outcome or whatever output is necessary for that specific activity. So I hope you get the structure. All you have to do is to divide them, but make sure that each group has activity to perform. Each group has the same level of achievement for you or for them to be able to achieve a certain learning outcome.